Hello, Dylan, as always, and again, from GoldNPaydirt with a new review for you today. And it's been a while, so I do apologize for that. Doctors have been keeping me really busy, so, and when I'm not busy with them, my wife's been keeping me busy. So, but for today, I have a 2-pound bag of Paydirt from GoldNPaydirt. Gold N, the letter N, Paydirt. It's their Jackpot bag. It's $28.50. Tell you a little about GoldNPaydirt. I actually knew the owner of GoldNPaydirt from before he opened GoldNPaydirt. He used to have a product called the Golden Sluice or the Golden Bucket Sluice, and it was a little sluice that you added to the top of a 5-gallon bucket. It was reminiscent of a gutter downspout type item. You know, I know there's a couple people that make something like that. His had a little notch in it and everything to put in a 5-gallon bucket. And I had tried for the longest time to get one to review, and I just never had the money. Then when I finally did get the money, he had stopped selling the product. And I actually emailed him, talked to him a couple of times about the product, and he just wasn't, you know, he kept talking about getting it back out, and he just never did. And then he opened the GoldNPaydirt site. So, and I have since talked to him about the GoldNPaydirt. I've emailed him a couple times. Once is me and once is not me. Customer service was always top notch. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this seller, and some of this may be a little confusing to you because it was confusing to me as well. Now, he sells Paydirt on 3 places. His website, which is GoldNPaydirt.com. He sells it on eBay under the username GoldNPaydirt. And he also has an Amazon seller account where he sells it in his Amazon store. And his Amazon seller name is GoldN, one word, and then space, then Paydirt is the second word. But I think if you just Google, if you're on the Amazon store and you search for GoldNPaydirt, you'll see his stuff. Now, the thing that's confusing about him is his prices are way out there depending on where you go. And typically when you find a seller selling on, say, eBay, and I know there's a lot of sellers that sell on eBay because, you know, get your name out there. There's a lot more people looking probably on there than they are Googling. And when you Google, there's certain sites that are always going to show up at the top because they've been there longer. And, you know, if I built a site today, it might take me 3 or 4 years before I was on the first page. So, easiest place to get your name out is on eBay. So, but typically when you do see a seller selling on eBay, so say if their price was, as this one is, $28.50, if you went to their website, it'd be cheaper. It'd be, you know, $26.50 because eBay charges about 10% fees. But that's not the case. Brian, the owner, I did ask him about it, and he gave me a weird answer that really didn't make sense to me, so I don't understand it really, but he says that's how they do it. But so if you go to his website, this bag, which is $28.50 on eBay, which is where I purchased this from, is $32.50. So you pay $4 more to get it off of his website. The shipping was free, and the shipping on his website, I believe, is free. I'll have to double check, and I'll put it on my blog, and I might put it in my final comments here as well. I'm pretty sure his website's free as well. But, you know, you're paying $4 more if you go to his website. So the one thing I will say is shop around with this seller. Like, go to his Amazon. The Amazon, he doesn't usually carry a lot because, you know, you have to send him big 50 lots of 50 products. So right now on Amazon, he's only got 3 products right now. I think he's got a 3-pound, a 1-pound, and a 2-pound of something. So, you know, Amazon's probably not the best place to look, but as an eBay store, he has a ton, and his website, he's got a ton. But you might want to go back and forth once you see a bag you like to get the best price. Currently, most of the ones I looked at, eBay was a better price. So, your best bet is probably to go to eBay to get them. And he does offer best offers on eBay. I don't know if he'll accept them or not. A lot of times people just do that if you're going to buy a bulk. As opposed to, you know, if you're going to buy 1 bag, usually they won't give you a discount. But if you're going to buy 10 bags, you know, they'll knock a couple pennies off because they're saving on shipping and eBay fees and things like that. So another couple things about this. This does, even though it's in, you know, Glad type bag, it is a little bit stronger. It's not the super thick malware that some other sellers use, but it is a really good bag. But one good thing is it did come double ship bagged. So that's always a good thing. So, you know, it's not a coffee bag, and I'm not a fan of coffee bags, so I actually like this bag. And I like that it's double bagged. I mean, for what it costs you for one of these, you know, is a penny. I think every seller should double bag everything they sell, you know, because even if you got a coffee bag, this bag, even the super thick Mauler bags, throwing it in a cheap penny bag doesn't really hurt their profits that much, but, you know, that's it. Now, this website, on their description, this is another thing that was confusing. He's got a really good description on his website, as well on his eBay accounts. But they're slightly confusing because a lot of them use the same thing. He had, you know, like his, he originally, when he first opened, he wasn't selling Jackpot bags. He was selling motherload bags, and that's what they were called, motherload. So he didn't change some of the wording when he changed it to Jackpot. So sometimes, you know, like on this one, it says, you know, 1 in 3 bags is a motherload bag. Well, that has nothing to do with the Jackpot. What's the Jackpot? You know, so they are a little confusing, but he does have a good description about where the Paydirt is, where it comes from, and all that. So, I'm going to actually get right into it. Open this up. See how much easier that is than the silly little coffee bags. And I can tell you there's some fine stuff in here. So, the one thing also I'll mention about this is there's no guaranteed gold in any of his bags. None that I saw anyway. And I looked through a lot of his bags before I decided to purchase some. And none of them had a guaranteed amount. So it's kind of, you won't really know if you hit a jackpot. You know, like when most sellers, if you're buying a bag and they say, oh, 1 gram guaranteed, 1 in 5 bags is a jackpot. If you find 3 grams, you pretty much can assume you found the jackpot. With this seller, that's not the case. I mean, because if I find a gram in here, I don't know, am I hitting the average bag's a 1/4 gram and I hit the jackpot? Or, you know, is the average bag 1 gram? You know, it's just, I mean, I don't think there'll be a gram in here because this is $28.50, obviously. So, it's really going to be hard is how do you know if you get the jackpot unless you buy multiple bags? So, I probably will have to buy another jackpot bag from them, which is maybe their selling point where they're trying to get you to come back to buy another bag to see if you got the jackpot. So, this is definitely one I will have to re-review to compare the two from. So, all right, well, I'm going to be back. I'm going to go classify this out, and then I'll be back. Oh, and I want to mention, not only am I excited because this is a jackpot bag, and I love bags that give you the option, you know. Some bags are great where you're like, oh, you get 1 gram, you get 1 gram, you get 1 gram. Where a seller, and I know even a lot of the sellers that don't say they have jackpots, they do. But I like to know there's a jackpot, and I like to know that I have a chance of getting it. It's just like if you were out in the river panning, you want to hope that one little hole you're digging is the honey hole. So, not only am I excited that this is a jackpot bag, because I actually have another bag of his Paydirt that isn't a jackpot, and I decided to do a jackpot because, you know, I want to see if I hit the jackpot. But this will be my first review where I will do a final ROI in this video. I've been getting so many complaints from users saying they didn't want to go to my website. I don't know why. But I decided, even though it's going to be a lot more work, and it probably will mean less videos less often, I am going to do, when I do my final thoughts and review on this, I will give the final review. So there will be, you know, if I tell you that the shipping might be 6 or 7, no more. I'll tell you what the shipping was, it'll give you a score, and I will give you a final ROI. So at the end of this video, you will know what my final score is for the GoldNPaydirt Jackpot 2-pound bag. So I'm going to go right to it and start screening it out, and I'll be right back. Okay, finished screening everything out and classifying it down. And one thing I was thinking about when I was doing it is it's kind of funny. The last couple of my reviews, I've been really surprised by how much Paydirt is because I've been getting 2-pound bags in, which for my reviews was kind of a rarity. You know, most bags are predominantly 1-pound bags when you buy them. And this has kind of been a new thing for me, as the last couple of reviews have all been 2 pounds. And, you know, this is a 2-pound review, so, you know, it's good. A lot more Paydirt to go through. So, and as you can see, they're pretty equal amounts up until you get to the over 30, under 20 mesh, the under 20, over 30 mesh. It's about half of all the others. So you do have a lot of over 10, a lot of under 10, over 20, and a lot of under 30. But not very much in the under 20, over 30. So I don't know what that'll mean towards the gold. You know, so we'll have to find out. I will do real quick a magnet test to see, and as you can see, this is really full magnetized material. So if you use a magnet, this would go really quickly, as you can see. Yep, tons of it. Oh, now there might even be some in here. Yep, I mean there's even some in here. So that will make going through this stuff really easy if you use a magnet. I do when I do my final cleanup, just in case something, you know, is in there, but most of the time I don't use a magnet. I like to pan it all out, just to, you know, pan it. It's more challenging. It helps you learn better, and you know, become a better panner. So I'm gonna get right to it. I'll be right back and go pan out this over 10 material and see what I get. Well, finished panning out the over 10, and I was surprised. I got a nice picker out of it. A really small picker and a really big picker. So right now I'm gonna assume I got the Jackpot bag. I weighed it out, and the little one was 0.03 grams, which, you know, you could probably find this in the regular bag, but this one here weighed out, I mean, it was still a little wet, and it weighed out at 0.52, so I'm going to guess it's either about 0.49 or 0.50. So it's a half a gram. So with the current market, I don't see this being in every bag. I'm going to assume this is a picker Jackpot bag, but I won't know until I pan out everything else. So I'm going to go right now and pan out the under 20, the under 10 over 20 Paydirt. But one thing I wanted to show you, which is why I just misspoke, was just how dusty this stuff is. I don't know if you can see, but this stuff was really dusty. I'm not sure if it'll cloud up the water. Even the over 10 was a little dusty, but it didn't cloud up the water at all. But as you can see, just from the rocks, the color, they're not that monotone color that you usually get from, like, say, Arizona Paydirt, where everything is just that gray color until you've washed all that funk off of it. So I'm not sure how what it'll do to the pan, but I will tell you when I get to that. So, but for right now, I'm going to go and knock out this under 10 over 20 and see if I can find some more gold. Well, finished panning up the under 10 over 20, and as you can see, more gold. I don't know, what is that? About 10 pieces of gold, 10 nice little flakes, I guess you'd call them. So again, really happy with this Paydirt so far. Again, I'm really going to assume that this is the Jackpot bag. Well, the actual Jackpot of the Jackpot bags that he's selling. You know, just because of the fact that I've already found probably about $20 worth of gold, $22 worth of gold, somewhere around there. So my ROI is going to be really good on this bag, and I'm really happy about that. But again, I won't know until the very end, or until I buy another Jackpot bag and don't have the Jackpot in it. So, you know, your results are probably going to be different if you don't have the Jackpot. But if with 1 in 3 is a Jackpot, it really makes me want to buy 3 bags and review all 3 and see what the averages are. Obviously, you could hit 3 jackpots or no jackpots. You know, just because it's 1 in 3 doesn't mean, you know, if you buy 3 bags, you're going to guarantee the jackpot. So, again, really happy. It did not cloud up my dirt, even as you can still see on the pan. This stuff is really dusty. Did not cloud up the pan so far, or my water so far. But now we're going to do the under 20 over 30, and I will see if the gold continues and if this stuff mucks up my water. Again, it is fairly dusty, so we're going to see. And I'll be back with those results. All right. Finished panning out the under 20 over 30, and finding more gold. Guessing it's about 30 pieces. I mean, there's a big clump of them there, so, but it's multiple pieces. So, about 30 pieces. So, still happy. Really happy with what I found so far, and I really wasn't expecting to find very much in this one since there was so little of this compared to all the other classifications of Paydirt. So, I'm really happy. And again, this is just going to continue to make my ROI go bigger. Obviously, I had an over 50% ROI just off that one nugget. So now I'm going to go do the under 30 and see what I get. Now, I will say one thing is, you know, this stuff is really dusty, but again, this did not cloud up the water at all. So it was nice and, I don't want to say easy panning because I don't use the magnet. So it was really challenging Paydirt, which was, to me, it's really fun just because of the black sands. And there was so much black sands, you know, it's really hard to get the gold to go underneath the black sands or all of it. So you constantly have to stop and rework the pan. And I enjoy that. It's relaxing to me. So you might not like it, but I do. So to me, it was really, really fun. So I'm really expecting to have a real fun time with this, the under 30, which I'm going to go and knock out right now. And I'll be right back. Well, finished panning out the under 30, and as you can see, I mean, I'm not going to count it. Probably 50, 60 pieces. See if I can get it all on a little side for you. You know, a nice little bit. Sorry about the glare. Been working on my shed and moving lights around and moving lights around. I was trying not to do too much work with moving them around, but it looks like I might have to do some work and move them around. So, there we go. Nice fair bit. So, you know, if you remember, a nice big nugget, 1/2 gram. So, another one. 10 pieces about from the under 10 over 20. Then about, I guess it was about 30 little bitty pieces from the under 20 over 30. So then when I got out of this, well, so I'm really impressed with it. I had a fun time. The under 30, you know, I had been talking about how dusty the stuff was. The under 30 was much dustier than all the rest, and it did foul up the little water a little bit, but not much. Nothing where you'd need to, you know, be changing water or anything like that. It was not that bad at all. And this was very challenging dirt. So, you know, because there's so much black sands in it. A lot of it was magnetized, but it made it for a challenging, nice thing. Again, I'm pretty sure I got the jackpot bag because of that nugget. But I would be happy if I wouldn't have got the nugget with all the other stuff I got out of it. So I'm going to be back, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts of my review and the ROI. All right, be right back. Be right back. Well, back with my final thoughts and the review. So, again, this was GoldNPaydirt, and this is what I ended up recovering. Nice little bit. The nugget really, really helped. So, for my final review, I'll go through it all again. But so GoldNPaydirt.com is where I got the Paydirt. I actually got this one off of eBay. But in the description, I will do a link to their website. If you go to my website, I will put links to their Amazon store and their eBay store. If you don't want to go to my website, like I know a lot of people complain, they don't want to go to my website, go to their website and you pay extra or you hunt it down on Google, you'll find it. So this was a 2-pound jackpot bag I purchased. I paid $28.50 for it. On their website, it's $32.50 for the same bag. So if you pay the $32.50, obviously your results will be different than mine. My final ROI for this was 119.35%. So this is going to be a definite 10 on my scale. I will throw in a little disclaimer. I put it on my website. I'm pretty sure, 99% positive, that I got the Jackpot in the Jackpot bag. So when I did the Roy minus the Nugget, which I think, based on their description on their website, it sounds like if you get a Jackpot, you're going to get a Nugget. Or bigger gold is what they tell you. So I'm going to assume the Jackpot might have been this Nugget that I got. And he said, subtract the Nugget, my Roy ended up being about 49%. So that would drastically change how this review was, but I'm going to base it on what I got. If you end up with a bag that's got a 50% Roy, then that'll be based on yours. Like I said, again, I'm pretty sure I got a Jackpot bag, but I did get this one off of eBay, so, like I said. Now, for the fun factor, I found it a 10. I was really happy with this bag of Paydirt. Every single classification I found some gold in, even with the minus at Nugget, there was one little piece in the plus 10. So, and with so much black sand in it, it was really, really difficult Paydirt. So, if you use a magnet and take it out, it'll probably be a lot easier. So, depending on how you like to do your panning and your Paydirt. So for the value, it gives them a 10. They had a 10 for Roy and a 10 for fun factor. That makes a value of 10. For my overall experience, I'm going to give them a 10. I was happy with everything. Even though some other things that I'm going to mention later I wasn't too happy with, my overall experience, I'm going to give them a 10. Because the ordering was quick. The customer service was great. Like I said, again, I talked to Brian a couple times before I even got into the Paydirt, and he was always a really nice guy, really informative. He used to sell sluices, and now he's into the Paydirt. So customer service is spot on. The Paydirt description, now, this is the one thing that's really kind of dragging them down, is that you have to go through all 3 websites to try and find the best price. Almost any other seller, if you go to their website, it's always going to be cheaper because eBay charges you 10% in fees. So I don't know why this is cheaper than his website, because this is $28.50 minus eBay fees. He's getting $25 out of this. And on his website, if he gets 32, he's keeping all of it. So I'm not really sure why he's pricing it out like this. And I did ask him about it, and he didn't really answer me. So I don't know. But, so I'm giving him a 6 for Paydirt description just because it's really hard to go and you have to search for the best price on these. And all the descriptions are kind of the same. No matter which bag you look at, it's all pretty much has the exact same description, which is kind of, why am I paying for a Jackpot if this has got a 1 in 3, 2, and all the different prices? So it is kind of confusing. I'm sure he's a new seller. It's a new website. I'm sure he'll end up fixing all that eventually. Usually websites, like I've said before in other reviews, aren't the main thing that sellers are trying to do. They're trying to find a good dirt and gold. So his Paydirt quality, I'm going to give him a 6. It's what he says on his website. I did find the Jackpot, but just because everything's so confusing, and my quality will never be more than the description. So that was a 6. Paydirt quantity, definite 10. It was over the 2 pounds. It was 2 pounds, 2 ounces, 0.8. So that was definitely a 10. For the packaging, it would be a 6 because it comes in just a regular Ziploc bag. But I gave him a 7 because he did double bag and they are a little bit thicker bags. So he gets the extra point. So that's a 7. Customer service, I've already said it, it's a 10. Shipping, 10. It was very quick. It came double bagged, like I said, and it was fast shipping. It went out, I believe, the day after I ordered it. So, super fast shipping. So, their total score is going to be a 9.1 on my review. So, that's pretty good. You really, they can make a couple improvements and it would, be a lot higher. But I also think if they did make those improvements, not everyone's going to get Jackpot bags, so that would go down. But like I said again, I think most of y'all are really going to be worried about is what the Roy is, because that's what I get the most questions about. So the Roy on this bag is 119.35%, and I will flash up right at the end of this a picture with what the final score was, so you can see what all the reviews were and everything else. So I appreciate you watching. I hope you'll subscribe, like, comment, and all these other things. And hopefully it won't take me as long to come back with another bag of Paydirt to review. I do have one. I actually have 2 in. So hopefully I'll get one done sooner than later. It won't be as long of a wait. And I hope you enjoy the new format. And, I'm still working on the lighting, so hopefully the lighting will change for the next one. So, show you a close-up of the gold again. That's what I recovered. And I'll see you. And you can go to my website if you want to get more information, if you want to get the eBay or Amazon. If not, you got all the information here. I will put a link to GoldNPaydirt's website below, and you can click that and get to them, or you can just Google it. All right, thanks.